Welcome, artists. Welcome, welcome. Let me send out all my little things. Thank you. All right, it's sent. Nice. Of course, Twitch embeds are not working right now, which is awesome. Love that for me. Pesa!
20 years on Draw Along.
Oh my goodness, 20 years? That's so many years. Pesa, thank you so much for the 20 years. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Pesa. Where's the PowerPoint presentation? PowerPoint? You think I'd use PowerPoint? I would never. Yeah, I would never. Yeah, streaming on a Friday. Can you double check if you sent the messages? Huh? What? What do you mean? Oh, funny, very funny. Strongest Canva user? I would never have Canva on my machine. Please. LibreOffice? Presentation? I would never use any of those programs. Definitely not a combination of all three. Holy moly. Howdy, Rex. Thank you so much for giving JLDrawz, Geminlin, the resident Jam, a sub. Thank you so much. And Jam, welcome back, my favorite goop. Glad to have you. All right, so today I'm gonna try to generally keep things well timed. Generally, I don't want to get too crazy into any of them because I know I will. So I've set up some timers so that I don't wind up spending 10 minutes on a piece of artwork that I really enjoy. So then on top of that, we're going to have breaks at the top of every hour. I'm very excited for it. I'm also a little nervous about it because I don't know how that works. So if you guys wind up getting ads midway, let me know because this is new for me. So yeah, it'll be a little bathroom break. It'll be some goodness. It'll be a good time. Are you guys ready? I'm really nervous. All right, let's get to it. Greeting, friends. Hello, hello. I'm really excited to be here. I have been practicing my hand-drawn animation this whole week. And yeah, I'm just honestly super excited to show this to you guys and have this be a really cool part of what I do. So yeah. This is Draw Along. So Draw Along is a stream where I show off the artwork that you guys have done. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Hopefully she's cooking. She is literally cooking. Baking bread, making goodness. So yeah. All right. And this is not it's not a PowerPoint. Silly. So anyway, let's get to the PowerPoint. Twitch should give you a timer before ad plays. Yeah, but I don't know if it will because Twitch and OBS are not always friends. OBS is my streaming thing. So yeah. All right. Let's begin. Our very first artist is JLDrawz, our very own. I really absolutely just love this whole piece. I'm really glad that you showed it off. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you. So yeah, let's have a little look at our queen. I absolutely love your clean line quality and your attention to textures. Like, I know which parts are supposed to be goopy and which parts are not supposed to be goopy. And I love that the crown is also made of goop, like it's part of you. I think it's really good. And that you've kept your classic spoon up here. I think that's just lovely. Your lines are great. Your attention to detail and all of her assets are fantastic. And I like this part down here quite a bit too. Like the floofy part and floofy parts to help give you more of like, I don't know, textural contrast, I guess, for your character. She's not all goop. So that way you're able to actually pay attention to the shiny parts here, which are goop. So I think that's really awesome. But yeah, that's that piece. I think I really love it. I'm so glad that you kept the spoon and your snarky little smile. I think this is great. So then we have this piece, which I believe you said was more of a Vivzy Pop-esque style. I absolutely love it. I think this is super badass. I also love that you had like a new or more saturated spoon color, like inside here, compared to, let me get the other one. Compared to here, this is obviously very nice, but the saturated spoon here really makes it feel like it's really goopy, you know? Yeah, it's real shiny, it's super great. I really like how also dainty these little bits are. I think it's great. Hell of a goop, hell of a goop. Parallaxian Media. Welcome, hi. How's it going? Is that Dat Otter? Hi, Dat Otter, how you doing? Which otter? That one. Sorry, Dat one, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I really love this. Again, I think your shines here are much more smooth compared to the other one, and I really like that too. I think that's great. The smile is great. I love how the eye cuts through the hair. This is badass. I really like it. And thank you for the compliments. I'm trying my best. This is the first time I've ever done hand-drawn animation. So thank you. Thank you. I started learning like 4 days ago, and this is what I got. So I'm feeling pretty proud. I like it. I'm liking it a lot. But yeah, thank you. So yeah, I really think this is great. I think the pose is super strong too. I love the little kick out of the hip. This is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Jam. All right, so our next artist is CoffeeText. Did your hair on the sides always do that? Nope, this is new. I thought it was really nice. I like my little hair loops. Look at them go. Wow. Okay. This is CoffeeText. CoffeeText says, life has been kicking my butt, so I still haven't gotten super into my art again, but I did doodle a Jagen. I'm going to hope that it's correct. A Jagen, and build one in the meantime. So there's two photos here, or two pictures here. Jagen. Jagen? Interesting. I would figure it would be like a Jaeger, but yeah, okay. Jagen. Yeah, so let's have a little closer look. I am super digging this like lovely detailed line work and how it curves around the form here like this. You go burp, burp. It helps to really give like an actual 3D feel. And I think that your artwork in general has a really strong sense of that 3D volume. I love all the little tiny details here. One thing of note, so you have a little bit of highlight that hits this bottom rim down here, and I really like it. I love the just super light tint of blue. I think having that blue right here would also help. Just to give it, I don't know, make this stand out a little bit more. I think it would be really nice. Yeah, optical glow. So yeah, this is really beautiful. I love your attention to all of the little bits and pieces for like the shading. So like all of this and how it curves up and in, that's really nice. Lovely work. This is great. Very cool. Nice job, CoffeeText. And then we have the build. CoffeeText says, still trying to source more decals for the build, but it's still in a good spot now, I think. Silver marker to give the main camera / sensor a shine. So this is the silver marker, I assume? Question mark? I'm not quite seeing the sensor a shine. Maybe it's like in here. Maybe it is here actually. I'm not good at colors. I think this is looking absolutely gorgeous. So your lighting also on this piece is badass. I love how the green like sneaks in here. There's a small round bit under the plastic. Ah, interesting. Are we able to see it from here? Still focusing on this because I think it's really cool. It looks like a disc. I'm not seeing it. Okay. Oh, it's this. The little okay, there's a super small disc in here. I see. That's awesome. I really like that a lot. All right, so what gets me super jazzed is the freaking lighting here. So you have this nice green glow that like backlights your character. I think that's really, really cool. The green and how it like, I don't know, makes this tan beige feel so much more alive. I think it's really, really cool. Really gorgeous job. Like, for real. Oh, you missed. Ooh, nice. But yeah, CoffeeText, this is awesome. I also really just love your photography in general. Like, the angle, the perspective. I think this is really, really beautiful. Nice work. Good build quality, good photo. Thank you so much for sharing. The next artist is Coyote Rex, the one and only. I always love Coyote Rex's work because you have all of this detail like this. So that's, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's all of these lines, all of these patterns. Oh man, I think it's so cool. Great posing too. This is a hard pose to do. I love all the little hair details and like the little frills and all of the detail. I don't know if you guys can tell, but Coyote Rex even has the freaking stitching in there. It's so impressive. So yeah, I think this is great. I would want to see if this were like a reference, for example, I would want to see maybe off to the side here more detailing on what the tattoo is. You guys get ads? Oh, I'm pissed. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. So maybe you guys get ads for the first hour? I don't know. Stinky. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll start off with ads. And then that way, I don't know. That's crazy. She's a gnome? Oh, that's cute. I like it. Yeah, the size difference between these two is super cute. I got ads when I joined, haven't got any yet. Oh man, okay. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, how long are the ads? Just out of curiosity. D&D? Oh yeah, I get D&D vibes for sure. Alright, let's have a look at the second piece. This is Keisei? Oh man, you guys are getting a lot of ads? No way! I'm so sad. That is very upsetting. That's stinky. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll start off with ads next time. Maybe that's the move. Yeah, let's look into this later. Let's figure it out. But right now, let's get back to it. So this next piece is Keisei, I think. Not sure how to pronounce the name. I'm so sorry. So, what I really like is in your character designs, you have such a strong sense of like orange and blue. I think it's fantastic. It feels like District 9-y, I suppose. there's something about it that's like just really raw and really super gorgeous, super easy to see all of these lovely, lovely contrasting colors. I think it's really great. Oh man, you guys are getting absolutely blasted. I'm so sorry. All right. Do we take a 3-minute ad break from the get-go? Do you guys want to do that? Those of you who can hear me. So maybe I'll write it into chat. All right, so after this, we're gonna do a 3-minute ad break. We can figure this out. I want to make sure you guys don't have any stinky ads. We're gonna figure it out. So after Coyote Rex, that's true. So then, I think also, so generally speaking, culturally speaking, guys with long hair are not depicted often as being like manly and in control and whatnot. But you challenge that. I think it's really, really cool. It's like Samurai Jack-y with hair almost. I think it's really, really neat. I love the pose. I love the detail. I love the raw pencil here that you have. This is awesome. Yeah, I think this is like a super strong sketch style. I think this is really, really cool. Really badass. I'm loving it. He's a samurai. The idea is a Sengoku era in an urban setting. That's super neat. I think it comes across really, really well. Well done. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's do... Oh, I hate doing it. Wait, I can't do an ad? You recently ran an ad and must wait to run another? Go heck yourself, Twitch. I can't even do it. That's silly. All right, let me know when you guys are back because I actually don't know. I assume you are. Are you guys back from ads? I live from ad hell. Wonderful. Fantastic. Just got back. Wonderful. So hopefully you guys are all synced up. You like my PNG tuber? Thank you. I appreciate that. Ollie, thank you for the 2 months.
2 months.
Ooh, thank you so much. Twitch ruining my moment. I'm so sorry. Let's go back just so we can see your awesome art for those of you who've missed it. Also, Ollie, thank you so much again for the 2 months. It really means a lot. You got it this time. You did. You did get me. Too tired from work to participate? Don't worry about it. You're here, and that's all that matters. So yeah, going over Coyote Rex. He's literally detail master. I love his work. Again, with the orange and the blue, all of the little tiny details, all the little, I was gonna say vials, but I'm guessing bullets / charges. I think this is really neat. He actually has TNT on him. That's awesome. Yeah, that was the first one, and then the second one, lovely samurai vibes. I just love it. I think this is fantastic. So yeah, if you guys missed Coyote Rex's artwork, that's our boy, that's him. Sleepy Caramel, welcome. It's good to see you. All right, let's go to the next one, which is nking. nking says, I just wanted to show off these 2 paintings. So the very first one is the Kirby car. I love the Kirby car. I think the Kirby car is badass. Sitting on top of, I actually don't know. I imagine it looks like a sound system, and then I know it's a painting, right? And maybe some sort of, I was gonna say an alarm clock, but I'm actually not entirely sure. Let's have a closer look. So my favorite part about this is the level of contrast that you have. So you have this lovely, like super blended look here, and then you have like super harsh lines like this over here. I think that is really, really beautiful. It gives you like, I don't know, just such a lovely visual contrast, and it's almost like textured in a really realistic way. I think it's super awesome. Top one is an amp bottom one is a DAC. DAC? What is DAC? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Corvus. CorvusErectus, the one and only. Thank you so much for like 5 gift subs to Chrono Productions, Dino Goat, El Matiz, Baked Ninja, and Belnry. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Welcome, bakers. Thank you so much. Hopefully you guys don't have as many ads. Ads are stinky. Ads are real smelly. But yeah, I'm loving this piece. I think this is so cool. Also, you have like this really great, like, I don't know if you can really tell, but this absolutely awesome like reflection here of the underside of the car. Really, really cool. So it's an amplifier and a digital to analog converter for audio. Hey, I was close. I was close. I think this is really, really beautiful. All right, so you also said you had 2 paintings. Let's have a look at the second one. I really like this one. I think this is genuinely so good. So this is their second painting. And can you guys see all of that delicious texture? Oh man. Just sit and appreciate that for a little bit. So yeah, the texture of the mountain is incredible. All the little tiny, it's almost like stippling, but it's not quite there yet. Or like maybe pastel or airbrushing, I don't know. It's absolutely fantastic. Also, the really just big schmear over here is great. This is beautiful. So because this mountain is closer, you have more and more detail, and that in the background here, you just see almost nothing. It's so simplified. I really, really like it. Sleepy Caramel, thank you so much for the follow. Hold on. The alerts are underneath. There we go. Fixed. Now you guys can actually see when stuff happens. Silly me. But yeah, this is really, really gorgeous. I agree. Nanako, there's like an understanding of what's going on in these pieces, and it's really, really just pretty. Like, I can tell that you appreciate the stuff that you're drawing. And that, I don't know, I think that's really cool. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing, nking. This is awesome. Melko Driggs!
Your little
What's up?
VTuber is absurdly cute and I love her hair loops.
Ah, thank you. I like my hair loops too. I was drawing them normally, and then I was like, oh man, I want these behind me now. This is going to be way more fun for animating. And so then I did. So yeah, thank you. All right, so the next artist is PigLynArts. So this OC is owned by Bella. That is the note that is attached to this. So let's have a little look. So Piglin, I absolutely love your line art. Your line art is actually incredible. The little bit of glow here is really nice. The orange draws you in, same. I also like how this, let me zoom back out. This is the color reference. I think it is so cool. That is a really creative way to show how much of whatever color is in this piece. This is awesome. It's like its own art subject in the middle. That's really neat. I've been wanting to do something like that for myself, and yet I think you did it way more perfectly than I could. So yeah, I think this is great. I love the expression. Again, your line art is fantastic. This is great. And then I also wanted to show off, so drawing the backs of feet, I know is not one of my it's not one of my greatest things, but this is really hard to draw. The slight like angle as it goes off into 3D space is fantastic. It's really, really cool. The thick lines, just, oh man, everything here is so gosh darn pretty. This is fantastic. Piglin, thank you so much. This is so cool. What a lucky person. Really cool. Peza, oh my goodness, thank you for the 5 gift subs too. Vivacious Vixen, S15 Fox, Ergagurg, Jokiles, maybe, and Login Dyer. Oh my gosh, names are so hard to say. Hayes, thank you so much. That's super, super generous of you. I really appreciate it. And welcome, bakers. Welcome to the bakery. Let's cook. Bakers, it's time to cook. So yeah, this is PigLyn's first image, and then the second one is this one with just the note of clown. I really like this. So the detail in the hair, where the black parts, the actual ink itself is forming the shapes and shadows of the hair, is really, really cool. I think that's great. The little tiny bit of skin color that pokes through is also really gorgeous. It's just so much detail and love put into just the face alone is just really fantastic. The pose is also great. Like look at the angle of the hip as it swerves out and then comes back in to form these, I don't know, it's just really well balanced. It feels unbalanced, but the character stands, you know what I mean? And I think that's perfect for a clown. Like it's really, really good. It's loose. It's so good. So yeah, I really like this. This is fantastic. Also like the background too, it's simple. It's simple and it works. So yeah, PigLynArts, thank you so much for sharing. This is great. Our next artist is Michi Blue. They have two big pieces. I'm really excited about these. First off, the lighting is super sick. But yeah, their note is, I just wanted to show off some art I've done recently of my D&D OC's Iargia. I'm probably gonna say that wrong. I'm so sorry. Iargia and Eki. I'm gonna say that wrong. So let's zoom in and have a little look. So the lighting, especially on the hair right here, is so gorgeous. It's like kind of stunning how pretty it is. Here, right here. So good. The sun, the way it hits, the rim lighting that you have here is so good. And I love all the little sparkles and details here as well. So like I love the freckle blush and like just how the lighting hits all the parts of the skin. It's so cool. Oh, the little detail of the ring here too. The lighting hits it perfectly and it shines. That's so good. It's so good. So yeah, I really like this piece. This is gorgeous. And the characters are actually looking at each other. Did I miss my chapter being read, or am I on time? You are always on time no matter what. And to add, if you do ever miss your section, I will always upload the VOD and I will tag you with your particular time. So just in case, if you ever want that. So yeah, the poses are great too. So yeah, the fluidity of the poses, just as you mentioned, Nanako, are fantastic. This reads so well. Oh, it's just so lovely. It's like perfect. The next piece, equally beautiful, is so nice. I love the bird over here. Yeah, it feels like a story. These two genuinely love each other. Look how cute this is. Oh. I think this is so pretty. So the hair details are fantastic. The way the lighting is, let me zoom out here. The way the lighting like fades in, I guess, and it's not just shading and you know, light and dark. There's like detail in how it shades in. Like there's atmosphere that exists here. I think it's so cool. This looks so high up. I hope he doesn't drop her. Whoops. I think it's hilarious. RoeiRiderz. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the gift sub. Jelly's Fall. Welcome, Baker. RoeiRiderz, thank you so much for the gift sub. That's super nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, this is great. The little tiny details in the hair too, like actual individual strands being highlighted, is fantastic. This is so pretty. So yeah, thank you so much. Michi, thank you for sharing. I don't know if you're here, but thank you so much for sharing. This is great. Hold on. The next piece is by Disenchanteds. That is their artist name. They have several different names. I didn't know which one to go and do, so I'm so sorry. Also known as Timber Folf Blues in Discord. I think their work is really fantastic. So Timber Folf Blues, or Disenchanted, says, art has been difficult in the last year or more, but as of late, My Chemical Romance has been my muse. It's been a long time since I've heard My Chemical Romance, and honestly, this feels like it. I love that this is done in reality, like this is actual physical media. I love that you decided, is this a Buc-ee's sticker? That's so sick. There's something about actual real physical media that also includes like just stickers and marker and whiteout and stuff pasted on top of each other in collage. I think that is so cool. I think this is fantastic. Yeah, Buc-ee sticker based. I love that there's just all of these details for, like, when I write, especially like this, it's really hard to make it so it's legible and also emotional, and I think you're able to do that really well. Yeah, super stylized. I love, wait a second. For a second, it looked like this was actually cut out. No, I think it's just super clean marker. Well done, this is awesome. This is so good. This is the second one. Yeah, this is the second one with more of that mixed media.
I know one of those emotes is supposed to be a bowl stirring motion, but when I see it, I see Kai rubbing her belly, which is actually pretty on brand since they all appear cooking related.
I'm yummy in my tummy. Alright, so this down here is Lola. Oh god, this is so cool. Okay, so you have the actual pages from like a notebook mixed in, torn out, and pasted on top of this. This is so cool. Look how also so absolutely beautiful and smooth and clean this blood red drip at the top is. This is so beautiful. Also, you can tell that it's like actually a leather jacket and not just a jacket. There's texture and lighting and just, oh my god, it's so good. Fantastic work. And then we have Lola. Our day is blessed with Lola. Thank you so much, Lola. What a cutie. I want to give them pats on the head. Bop, 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 bop. Beep, 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 beep. I think this is great. The using of the usage of the white space here is great. You're able to see the lettering super clearly. That's really hard to do. That's really hard to do with yellow and white. And yet it's really clear. I think you did a great job. The whole piece is gorgeous. I'm so glad that you shared this with us. This feels emotional and personal, and I want to see the rest of this book really badly. This is literally physical media. I think it's so awesome. So yeah, Disenchanteds or Timberfolf Blues, thank you so much. Lola is scary. Lola is a gosh dang cutie. They deserve boba tea and smooches. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing. This is awesome. The next one is by TheOneTrueAli. This is also something that is mixed media, I suppose you would say, or at least not drawing. Still art, not drawing. Really cool. It's rare that we see any kind of sculpting or anything like that, so this is extra special in my opinion. So OneTrueAli says, this is one of my most recent candle carvings. So yeah, it's literally a candle. You see the wick there, and I imagine you layer all of this wax over and over and over, and then you literally carve it with a knife, and it forms all of these super intricate patterns. It's like a cake. This is so cool. I have no idea how in the world you learned how to do this, but like, look how all of these little bits curve and fold in and fold down, and it goes all the way around the candle like this. Yeah, there's something also about it, like, I really want to eat this. There's something super delicious about it. Yeah, it seems soft and just really nice. But yeah, this is super gorgeous. Have you ever lit any of these up? Would you ever? Ollie says, I've been carving candles for 7 years. It shows. This is super intricate. Really, really pretty work. Not tasty? I bet it could be a little tasty. I bet it's a little tasty. But yeah, Ollie, this is super cool. They can be lit and have a 16-hour burn time. Actually useful. I like that. But yeah, the detail here is literally so cool. So well done. Ollie, thank you so much for sharing. This is great. They also make a lot of mess. They're not meant to burn. Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, right? This one is licorice. Oh my gosh, it's licorice scented. That's amazing. Holy moly. That's so cool. I would sniff this all day. Oh, Edgy VT, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow earlier. I saw you. You spooked me. I was setting up my stream and then I saw your follow, so it scared me. But welcome. But yeah, this piece was done by TheOneTrueAli. Really, really cool work, and thank you so much for sharing something that was actually really unique. So yeah, thank you so much. I saw you followed me too, so I wanted to return their favor. Hell yeah, that's what I like to see. I appreciate it. I am looking at people's artwork today, such as this one by Nanako Ito, or let's see, Nanako R1 in chat. Absolutely just love their work. They pamper us with all these lovely details. So, Nanako says, I drew this drawing of my character December because I had a free photo print I could use, so I drew something for it. I quite like how it turned out, and I drew it in a short period of time as well. Let's see. I followed you when I found you in Lena Bat's stream. Lena Bat is so awesome. Sorry, I feel compelled to say that every time. So yeah, this is literally incredible. I love all the textures, all of the little tiny details, the way that you've drawn this super expressive mouth. All of the details would actually just kill me. But I have a feeling that you had a lot of time, or a lot of fun and time to do all these little tiny bits. So like, check this out. These two ginger people are not the same. Oh, I guess you can't see them. Sorry, my big head is in the way. Let me zoom out. This ginger person and this ginger person are different. They didn't just copy and paste like the way I would have. That's amazing. That's so cool. Look at all the detail in the hair as well. All the little tiny highlights, all the little bits and pieces that actually form like really nice, super realistic, but super stylized hair bits. And then you have the texture from down here, and all the little tiny, like the gold is perfectly rendered out here too. This is so cool. This is genuinely so impressive. Nanako, how long did this take you? Because you're bacon. Also, the pose is super fun. Maybe a week? Oh my gosh. Yeah, this would take me a week. The little details, all the little tiny bits that are this, it looks like it's physically cut out. No, there's no way. This is awesome. All right, so yeah, Nanako, that was the first piece of Nanako's, and then this is the second piece. The note for this one says, second drawing was a commission from a friend. She's currently a D&D dungeon master for some friends. I used to be a part of the campaign, but life got in the way, and she decided to get a gift for one of our friends or players of his character and love interest. It took me on and off a month to finish it, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I can see why it took a month. Yeah, full illustration, and also like all of the little details. This is insane. You have like the full wood grain, you have the lighting and on all of the brick and stuff and all the textures and a little candle off the side. That's insane. So yeah, if we go back into here, I love just the little tiny details of everything that's on the shelf. There's like a little guy right here. I love how you actually have like detailed, beautiful hair. Oh man, that's awesome. This is so beautiful. The warm lighting is gorgeous too. Yeah, the background is crazy. It feels like warm, cozy fantasy vibes. And judging from the fact that this is from D&D, I think that totally fits. Nice work. Also super clean line art. I really like it. Well done. Well done. So yeah, that was Nanako. Kick butt. Very, very nicely done. Our next artist is SektaTheProtogen. They went absolutely ham on this. Their comment for this is, a little freebie piece I made a few weeks ago. There's no way this is a little piece. Look at all this detail. Oh my goodness. It's like crazy. So my favorite part about this, again, I'm a sucker for this, is the super, super thick line art. Like, look how thick that is in there and how it like blends in to the scales, right? The outside lines blending into the inside lines is one of my favorite aspects of just really nice smooth line art. Like, this is professional line art. Yeah, it's very just a sketch from Mecha the Tekka. Not a stinker. This is great. Also, it's probably a little hard to see, but the shading is built into the liner as well. So it feels like all one big chunk of character. I really like that. Mouths are super hard to draw too. I think you did a great job. Love all the teeth, I love all the details. Everything feels really, really like three-dimensional, like you can touch it. So yeah, that's that first piece. I love the lighting, I love the composition. It's really cool. Yeah, it's crunchy. And then the second piece is a piece I made from last art fight. I don't think I had a chance to share it. I gotta get more done before art fight this year, or else I'll get rusty. Oh yeah, I hate getting rusty. You can't touch the dragon? Nah. Newspaper detail? Yeah. So I think also the character themselves is made from folded paper. I think that's awesome. I also, it's lorem ipsum here, which is fantastic. I love lorem ipsum. It's my favorite filler text. Actually, Pog. But yeah, the burnt paper as the fire spreads through town. This is like super really good storytelling. The scribbly texture on this paper is great too, almost like someone took a crayon and colored them in. It's really good. This makes me want to draw and figure out how to draw folded characters like this, like a paper folded character. This is really cool. Super innovative, really neat, feels three-dimensional. Like, look at the dimensionality on this jacket too. That's really, really awesome. Yeah, this works. Like, this character literally works in 3 dimensions. So yeah, this is great. Also, he's got sick duds. Very cool. So yeah, that's SektaTheProtogen's work. Fantastic, fantastic job. Really, really nicely done. The next piece is photography. It's from Surgingdragon. Surgingdragon says, this is from my Spring 2025 Digital Photography 2 class. Some still life product photography. Oh my goodness. So let's zoom in because this is one of my favorite pieces that I've ever seen from like photography, like ever. Look at the blue. This is real. Like this is not, the blue is not edited in post or anything like that. I asked them about this. This is real blue in real life. I don't know how they did this, and it's so crispy and yeah, it's so clean and it looks like a 3D model. Yeah, exactly. RoeiRiderz is on point with that. So let me show the bottom of this. I love how dark blue this gets. There's like hardly any black at all, and there's hardly any white. So there's like black here, maybe a little bit down here. The white of the Wii is actually a really light blue. This is just fantastic. It's got good vibes, it's got wonderful lighting, and the amount of detail in it is so fantastic. The fact that this is a photo is insane. The second one is still life product photography. So this is a, I'm gonna guess, I don't really know much about microphones, but this I'm going to guess is a blue question mark Yeti question mark, or is there just blue? I don't know. It's really cool. You know who else is cool? Is Q Crucifix. Wait, hold on. Q Crewfix. Q Crewfix? I think I got your name, maybe? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. So let's have a little closer look here. That's the same mic you have. Is it a good one? So yeah, I think this is fantastic. So look at the lighting here, right? And as it like curves around, it's so crispy on this. And you have the full reflection from the whole thing underneath. So like if we zoom out again, it's literally the whole piece, but it's reflected right in there. I don't know how in the world you're able to do this and so cleanly. Yeah, it doesn't feel real, but it is. I think this is gorgeous. It's really, really cool. Well done, Surgingdragon. I hope you got an A. And I also hope to see your work professionally in the field in the future. I see you as a very talented, very, very, very talented photographer. And thank you for saying my animation is lively. I worked really hard on this. The next artist is Starwalker. It's not Starwalker, but hi Starwalker in chat. I have not gone over your stuff yet. These absolute cuties, or this absolute cutie, is the design for one of my characters that I have gotten from them, Nib, N-I-B-B. Yeah. I love this piece. I think the design is so clean. So let me zoom in. You have a jacketed version and an unjacketed version. I still need to draw the jacketed version, but I have drawn the unjacketed, and I think it's so cute. The tie is adorable, and I just love all the little details. The horns are like antlers. I think that is so cool. The little angry eyebrows, and there's just so much sass in this design, and it really, really shows. Your kobold designs are so clean, Toamac. I think they're so good. I like the jacket. Yeah, me too. The details in the jacket are really nicely done. Yeah, it's simple, and yet you can still see like all of the little, I don't know, it's personality, right? I think that's great. Personality and design is key. So yeah, that's the first one. The note for this says, some kobold adopts I did. The first one I made for Kai, who she already has named. Her name is Nib. And with two versions, with and without a jacket. This is the second design that Toamac has. Toamac says the second kobold adopt is a nerd kobold, still up for sale if anyone wants to buy her. I love how you did the eyelashes here. I think they're so pretty. The little tiny like scaly bits up here, the little markings on the eyes, and the details on the nose. I love this character. I'm thinking about snatching her up for myself, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, I really, really like it. And it's just clean. This is such a clean design as well. I like the little nubbins on the tails. I like the pointy shoes. That's badass. I would not want to get stabbed. Yeah, I just think this is really great. You have all of these super, super pointy aspects like the shoes and the little bits here, and yet then you have the really nice just soft eyelashes and the soft nubbins on the tails. This is great. Design-wise, fantastic. Really, really nicely done. I also like the color. It's a unique color. So yeah, if you are interested in adopting this kobold, give Toamac a message. I might. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Toamac. This is great. The next piece is by Guy 6 Eyes, or 6 just in chat. Oh, hold on. We have a question. I do not understand what an adopt is. What stops people from screenshotting or copying the image other than respect? First and foremost, when it comes to adopts, like if we go back to these, for example, typically there's a watermark on top of them. On top of that, so Toamac owns this character. If they see this character being used by someone else, they can just say, hey, this is my character. You don't have the rights to the ownership of this character. You can't use them like this. And you can ask them to take it down, or you can go to the site manager and they will take it down for you. So yeah, when you adopt a character like this, you can own that character, and then you can do basically whatever you would like with them. If you want to get artwork done of them, if you want to roleplay with them, if you want to, I don't know, send them on D&D adventures, that's totally up to you. But now you can actually get art and get media made of these characters. So yeah, it's like a transfer of copyright and a transfer of ownership, and all of their art and stuff that comes with them. So yeah, I really like adopts in general. I think they're super inspiring. I often pair with artists to make adopts, and like this one, for example, is really just, I love the curl of the tail. I just see art from this one already, and I get super excited about it because then I just want to draw them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna snatch this one up. I think they're so cool. So yeah, sorry to interrupt. This is Sky 6 Eyes' work. So, the first picture is of Demi, the protagonist of a project that's been on my mind a while, Demon Town, a story-driven RPG that revolves around a protagonist that can see through lies but is mute. I think this is such a cool design. I love I'm gonna say monochromatic, but I think that's technically incorrect. Colors here with like the shock of this really muted yellow. So yellow and purple are best friends. And on top of that, all of the clothes and all of the little details, like even the edge of the hands, right? It's all purple. Everything but that hair is purple. And I think that's great. I also really like they have like a crazy eye. I don't know what to call it, but it's like probably the eye that can see through lies. I think that's really, really cool. So it adds like a nice shock of color to this character with that warm tone of pink, and then again with that yellow orange. This is so nice. Because they are entirely purple, the shocks of yellow and the yellow pink here really, really stand out. It makes you notice that they are actually special little areas of that character's design. I also really like the hoodie. The skeleton design is a vibe. This is great. Really, really nicely done. I also just love the style here that you did for this ref. This is awesome. The second piece is of Stella Ruby and DID ? Drawn while listening to Pink and White by Frank Ocean on loop. these colors are insanely cool. Look at that. It's actually just overwhelmingly colorful. I don't know how to call it. Maybe there's a movement called like hypercolor, and I think this falls into it, where it's like wildly saturated, super close colors, and like analogous colors as well. The composition's really badass. It makes it feel like, you know, there's two parts of this story. You have this character and then this character, and they're connected through this middle part here. Yeah, hyper pop art. Yeah. There you go. It's really cool. I also love that you use the same colors here for the writing as well. This is super neat. This is just stunning. It's visually stunning. I would want this like printed and put on a poster. This is so cool. I also love how dainty you drew the eyes here. They're beautiful. It's so cool. Really, really nicely done. So yeah, that's that piece. And it's time for us to take a break. We're getting to the top of the hour, so I'm gonna run 3 minutes of ads. Get barf. So hopefully you guys don't have any more ads. Hopefully. So yeah, we're gonna take a break. I'll still be here to chat with you guys. But yeah, go get some water, go pee, go brush your teeth. Trust me, it's good for you. All right, so I'm gonna run ads. Enjoy your ads. I will still be here chatting with anybody who doesn't have ads. So I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Boy. All right, I've pressed the button. They have ads now. All right, what kind of secrets do you guys wanna talk about? You're right, I should go do that. I'm in a car. What do you mean you're in a car? I'm sorry, are you driving and watching my stream? That's insane. Don't do that. Kai, it's not really a secret if we say it in chat. Oh, shit. You're right. It's a shampoo ad? Disgusting. I would never allow that on my stream. But yeah, alright, let's talk. What'd you guys do this week? Anything cool? Your ads are over? There's no way. There's 2 minutes left. You're supposed to be animating. What you gonna animate? I did some animating this week. It looks like this. You had your last exam? You're now officially out of school prison. Nice, congratulations. Have you fully graduated yet? Or are you still just in the awkward phase of you're done with school but you haven't graduated? Oh right, there's also multiple years of school, so maybe you have multiple years left. Oops. Still need to get your grades? I hope you did well. You have an assignment where I have to animate Mario to audio from the 40-year-old version. Sorry, why's it gotta be Mario? That's hilarious. Did your teacher say it had to be Mario? Would you get an F if it was Luigi? Oh, okay, you chose Mario. That makes sense. That makes total sense. You're basically done, Kit Kat? I wish you luck. Now, I'm not gonna ask you a bunch of crazy questions about your life, but like, what are you gonna do after you graduate? Because like graduation's kind of a big deal. You still thinking? Now I'm gonna say something maybe controversial. Welcome back from the ads, by the way. But so after school, there's a lot of pressure on whether or not, you know, you're supposed to get right into working and you're supposed to be some crazy success. And honestly, I think more people should encourage others to actually just fucking chill for a little bit after graduating. You have to, when you've been in school literally your whole life up until this point, it's really hard to like realize like, holy shit, I gotta be an adult now. Like it's really hard. So definitely give yourself some time. Let yourself accommodate into being a person and then go try to look for work and stuff. Give yourself some time. Give yourself a breather. You deserve it. Nova X Jewel, hello, welcome. I like those emotes. I don't know why I pronounced it as an emote, but here we are. All right, ads are done. It's time to continue. The next artist is our one and only, the one and only RoeiRiderz. I absolutely love your pixel work, by the way. It's just really cool. So, their note says, a character concept I am considering as of late. Crawlertron? The Eternal. This sentient cat managed to sell its soul to 231 separate demons at various points of her life. Then, without those demons being aware of it, turned herself immortal using some rituals. Mood. Same. Becoming one of the most powerful liches. This cat's a lich? That's very cool. Just so they could live with what could be described as hell. I don't know. This looks too good for hell. I don't know. This now omnipresent being sells good from different worlds to those same demons just because she can. She doesn't even need the money. She's a cat. That's fantastic. This is great. I love the crazy look on the cat's face. This is super neat. This is an eternal being, basically a god, right? And yet here they are, just big chillin', trying to sell you stuff. This is a great merchant. Really, really fun idea. I like this a lot. Let's check out your second piece. I forgot about this one. This one rips. I really like this. The second piece here is made for fun. Feel free to use it as a reaction image or something. I will not give context. It's funnier that way. Fair. She said calmly. This is awesome. I love this. I love that they're just... This is like when you wake up and you realize like you're really hungry. That's what this is. I love the detail in the background, actually. It feels like fire, or it feels like, I don't know. This environment sucks. The art does not. This is awesome. I love that you actually only use black and white. There's no grays, and you're able to get such actual, thank you, like volume with the characters' shapes and stuff too. I really like this. This is well done. RoeiRiderz, thank you so much for sharing. When I wake and my leg decides to cramp up. Exactly. This next piece is by ScarletEuphoria, the one and only. Scarlet says, chucking these two into the ring for draw along. This first one, well, I'm sick again. You're adorable when you're sick. I'm so sorry. I have to say it. I love the little tiny like details, like the little sweat mark, the little mark here. I feel this. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you feel better now. Being sick sucks. Being sick sucks big time. I also really love, so you have such a delicate nature to your line art. You have these super thick spots. Yeah, the little snot bubble. I couldn't think of the word for it. I didn't want to say snotty nose because that's seems mean. But yeah, your line art has always been so good. Like, you go so thin here, and then you just are not afraid to go crazy, crazy thick. I love it. There's also a lovely three-dimensionality to this little demon-y bat character, which, by the way, I love. They are adorable. So yeah, this is great. Great pose. Love the addition of the tissues here. This is really nice. Well done. The tail that curls around. Oh, and the blanket. That's great. Fun details. This feels really personal. It feels warm and cozy even though I know you're sick. This is really cute. I like this a lot. The second piece is, Scarlet says, wanted to show Prometheus and how he's dedicated to becoming immortal by augmenting himself with machines. I love the lighting in this one. Just for the record, this is really cool. I think that the tubes that come down and like the way the light hits them like this, that is so badass. This is really dynamic, super comic-y as well, like graphic novel-y. And I love that the lighting actually has made the line art an actual different color here. Like, it feels transparent in a way that the rest of your line art does not. This is really, really cool. Also, and I know you guys can't quite see it, but there's like a really lovely three-dimensionality about these tubes and stuff that come down and disappear into the background. This is really, really cool. Ultimate Lifeform vibes, for sure. I also really wanted to show the lettering down here. Scarlet, I know that you have experience as a graphic designer, and this shows. This shows. I just really wanted to show that I appreciate the use of this typeface. I think this is great. Really, really neat. That's cheating. It's a brush. It doesn't feel like a brush. Also not cheating. Using your tools is not cheating. I will stand by that. But yeah, Agency FB. Agency FB is so good. Excellent typeface. So yeah, this is really, really beautiful. The pose, the lighting, just the overall composition is so good. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. I want to see more of this character. Also, they make me feel sleepy. I like it. So yeah, thank you for sharing. The next one is by RoeiRiderz. They are in chat, and when I saw this originally, I actually thought it was like a real piece from Marvel Rivals. Like, it has the same composition and layout and feel. This is really cool. Yeah, this style rocks. And you did it actually so well. So yeah, the note for here says, at the start of the year, I designed my Sona as a Marvel Rivals character. So here's that. The detail in this is insane. I love that they have, I don't know what this this instrument is called, and I don't want to accidentally call it like a banjo or a ukulele because I don't think that's right. So I'm gonna call it a guitar or a guitar-like. I hope that that's okay. This is really cool. The details in the guitar and how they're holding it and the confidence in the pose. Man, this rips. This is really, really cool. I also like the warm orange aesthetic. It's not just orange, right? It's a very particular type of orange, and it feels like you've branded it really well in the overall thing. And speaking of brand, I like that you actually incorporated a whole ass like logo also with the character using that lovely orange. This is really cool. Nicely done. Very, very cool. This is stylish. This is just, I don't know, it works so well. I really, really think this piece is cool. The dimensionality here and like and how the polygons, quote unquote, react with the lighting is really badass. So yeah, this is an awesome piece. Really, really cool. Thank you so much for sharing. I want to see more of this character using their abilities, interacting with others. I want to see more. So yeah, thank you for sharing. This is great. The next piece is by Creppa Pig. They have several different names. All of their art is under Creppa Pig. So I'm I'm so sorry for using your older name, Creppa Pig. But you know who you are. Creppa Pig or Stargazer or etc. Check out these beefy boys. I'm not gay, but hot damn. You know. They're kind of super beautiful. So check this out. I really think that your definition of musculature, although obviously strong and extreme, is fantastic. Like your deltoids are in the right place. The bicep actually has like the proper definition of a bicep. Your pecs, while extreme, are super well done. Like, you have really good knowledge about anatomy and how to mess with it, and I really like it. It doesn't feel like they are uncomfortably large, if that makes sense. Like, this is a comfortable character that just so happens to be jacked as hell. Like, I really like that. That's hard to do. Also, the detail in their legs is insane too. I also like how you have the little overlap here, and this is what I do in my artwork too, is it feels like a cutout or a sticker or something. And I think that it's really nicely done here. It helps to separate the two characters. It's really neat. Super well done. As like crazy as the body is, this is so thoughtfully done. It's beautiful. The next piece is also by Creppa Pig, with the note of, I can send two. Here's the dark types as well. Finally, strong ladies, thank you. It's about time. I wanted to focus more on the guy here. Fantastic. I love the sassy pose. I love how the deltoid cuts into the bicep right here. It's such a nice smooth line. It's beautiful, and you've highlighted the areas that like overlap with similar colors as well, with that white outline that cuts through. It's really cool. Like, it's freaking gorgeous. And there's like a very light glow here because they're an Umbreon, right? They actually physically glow. And I love that you can see just a little bit of that glow here. So yeah, this is really beautiful. This is anatomy knowledge like at its finest, and I'm not even joking. This is so cool. Well done. Thanks for giving me something just so different and fun to look at. This is great. Creppa Pig / Stargazer, well done. Thank you so much for sharing. The next pieces are by Peza. I love Peza's work. We got to actually see this character last week, right? This is the character we drew last week. Or no. Similar? Maybe it is the same character, different stuff. Yeah. Slightly different outfit. I love it when characters have different outfits. That makes me so happy. So yeah, this is a work in progress, or work in progresses from last year. Warning, flashbang. Because we're gonna zoom in and have a look at this line art. So this feels like a mixture between line art and sketch. I'm so sorry. I really like how small and delicate like the fingers here are, and how just bold and strong and confident your lines are for the horn here. I think this is so cool. The difference in line quality is beautiful. Like, I don't know if this is the sketch. If this is sketch, then you're actually just an art god. But yeah, this is clean enough to be like perfect line art. And it just has so much personality and fluidity to it. I really like it. This is such a cute character. I had so much fun drawing them. The second piece is, it has a whole bunch of different characters to them. So we're gonna look at them very briefly for each character. The first one is this absolute adorable cutie. I love the details in all of the clothing. I love that the shoes are sitting off to the side. They feel very three-dimensional, like they have volume that actually works. The clouds are really cool. Like, this isn't like a brush. It doesn't feel like a brush. It feels like you literally went in and applied shading for all these little bits. And that's insane. This feels super soft, and I love how the pink actually interacts with the character as well. Like, this is really nice. Yeah, this is beautiful. And then this character, I don't know who they are, but I would love to draw them. I love the lime green and yellow aesthetic. People don't normally, thank you. People don't normally put these colors together unless they're like someone who's super in your face, like maybe Surge the Tenrec, right? This is really nice. I love the black and the green, the highlighter green with a little bit of that highlighter yellow that's slightly softer. Great pose, awesome detail on the weapons. This is really cool. Really, really nicely done. Yeah, they feel like they're poisonous or venomous or something, right? Like you don't want to mess with them. The next character is this one, who feels a lot softer, maybe smarter as well. Like they feel like somebody who you would find in a library. I love the colors, the pose is great. I love that we see just the palm here with the fingers out the back here. That's a really complicated hand pose, and I think you did such a good job with it. Then lastly, you have this one right here. I love that they literally have paint splatters on their design. I think that's so cool. It feels like they put their own highlights in their hair, that they dress the way they want to. Like just, I love it. I also really like the eye color too. You have the same blue, or it's very similar blue, between all of this here and then with the highlight of this really nice teal that cuts in. That's really pretty. Love the designs. Great characters, great artwork. The poses for each one is so perfect. So yeah, well done. Bezos, thank you so much for sharing. This is great. The next piece is by Web Disaster. I really like this character. If your friend ever wants more art of this character, please let me know. I would love to draw them. Something about, like, you never see bovine characters really in Sonic at all, ever. So when I see one, I get super excited. I think this is so special, and like the design is awesome, and the pose here is really sick. So yeah, I get super excited about it. So yeah, their note for this one is artwork I did for a friend, Thea the Yak. His Egg Boss fan character. I think she's super cool. I think your line art is really, really smooth. I like how it goes a little bit thicker here for the innards of the bow. Question mark? No, this would have to be horns, right? I think that's really neat. It feels like it's an adornment of a bow, the way that you've positioned the horns. It makes them feel really feminine, and I like that a lot. The hoof boots. I want to see the hoof boots. Oh, the hoof boots are so cool. That's really neat. Good character design. I really also like that you have this mirrored feel to this character. Yeah, no Kim Cannon today. I felt it was a little too loud. I hope that that's all right. But yeah, I feel like you did a really good job with mirroring, but without using the mirror tool, and it comes across really nice. It helps the character feel a lot more natural and not quite as forced into symmetry, if that makes sense. It's really charming, and I think you did a good job. I also really like the background variant. This is super nicely done. It's so clean. It's so clean. Great character design, great posing. I love the angle of the head. This is great. Nicely done, Web Disaster. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for the stuff that you said. You are very welcome, Peza. Your artwork rocks. Speaking of rocking artwork, this is by CorvusErectus. Corvus, your art is so good. It's so good. All right. Corvus says, every other full moon I tried digital painting, but it's never my OCs, so I drew my son. My son. I really like doing this, but it really hurts my wrist and takes forever. I'm actually accepting critique on the painting because I'm trying to do things with this style. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of critique then. But first, hubba hubba, look at all these little details. I love that your painting is actually like also incorporating a little bit of line art, like right here, for example. right here, and it curves into the shape of the hair, and you have this little tiny sprig that comes forward. It's so good. The way you do the fur and everything is fantastic. This is a genuinely complicated character. You have all these colors interacting with each other, and then you're able to actually give such lovely depth too. Like, look at the inside of this ear and how this level of darkness matches this level of darkness. Like, this is really, really nicely done for contrast, visual contrast. It's so nice. So, very, very well done. You have a little bit of hatching in here, like right here, and just right here. It's really, really nice. Now, if I were to give you critique, I think, do you see this like little rough spot right here? I want to see more of that. So as for critique, instead I'm going to offer you my opinion and a little bit of a challenge. So yeah, see this like rough patch? You have a super strong sense of shape and lighting and contrast in your whole piece, in this whole piece. So I challenge you to lean into doing this rough stuff right here more. Let your brush guide you like it did here, because then you could have a super nice crisp outline for areas like under the frills right here. See where it gets a little smudgy, a little blendy? I want to see more of this like strong, confident, fuck it, wee ball energy. And I think that would be really, really awesome for your whole piece. There's a little bit of that fuck it, wee ball energy right here that I absolutely love. Same with like up here and the horns above. But this is actually like my favorite spot, this little rough spot. And I want to see you do that more. Just fucking go. Just do it. So yeah, that's my critique. I don't know if it's really very good critique, but I think it counts. Do it. Go crazy. Go crazy. Go stupid. Thank you. The next piece is also Corvus. This is an amazingly awesome character design and like reference sheet. This is kind of super insane. Look how much detail there is here. And I also love that you actually took the time to write this out. Or at least I think you wrote this out, right? Yeah, this is a handwriting. I love that you've highlighted these little bits here. There's like visual hierarchy here. I think this is great. Look at the line art. It's so thick, like around the outside and super thin on the inside, but it doesn't feel out of place. Also, I get like crazy Tokyo Mew Mew vibes from this bell and I really like it. I super vibe with it. It's really interesting to have this super crazy, I don't know, mean looking character, right? But they're just also cute as hell. Like they have these cute little bits and pieces. Like technically this is pink. This is pink. These are cute little assets and I love it. I also really like instead of applying like a white line the way I do and the way several other people do, you separate it by literally just fucking erasing it. That's confident. I love that. It's so cool. Same with right here. Like you have the tail that disappears underneath the cape bit, right? And you just erase it. That's confident. Also, I really just love these details. This is so beautiful. You like the pattern on the back of the split cape? Isn't it beautiful? So yeah, this is badass. So beautiful, and like I want you to make refs for me, man. This is so good. What a stinking treat. So yeah, Corvus, thank you for giving us this lovely food. This is so good. Thank you. So yeah, our next artist is the one and only, our very own Kushi Anemara. I love the vibes of this one. I had to lighten up the background just a little bit because I wanted to show off just how much work is in this full piece. We'll go to a darker background later on because I think it also looks really cool with the contrast. But yeah, their note says, a brand new character inspired by a pose I found on Pinterest. I like poses on Pinterest, so I vibe with that hard. The kind of hero's journey in a moment of extreme crisis full of existential dread. I feel that. That's super intense. I agree. Bina, I 100% agree. The make or break moment. Yeah, I feel that. it feels like there's so much energy just building up and building up and building up, and you're just about to like just pop. I have a vague idea for both the break falling into utter despair and hopelessness, and for the make, where the hero finds the strength to continue fighting. So I wanted to zoom in, because literally the drawing is like cut and moved and glitched over. So that's really interesting and super cool. Like, it's almost like a VHS kind of effect that sits on top of this, or I don't know. But this is also not just an effect. Like, this is very intricately done. And so just to go down to this really awesome weapon, I love how also the pixels are not just like this breaking up bit here and up here as well. It's not just an effect that's tacked onto it. It literally feels like it's growing up the character, and I really, really like it. I think this is so insanely cool. I love the VHS vibes, the shock of red, orange, pink that's in here, the yellow, the blue. It's just awesome. There's so much energy in this, and it's like also the whipping of this energy in the back too. It feels like it's literally animated, and it's so cool. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing this. This is badass. Very, very neat. Well done. Yeah, for a lack of better words, Grumpy Elite, you're 100% on top of it. This is sick. So yeah, Akuji Anamara, thank you so much for sharing. This is awesome. The next artist is SuperWill871. To go along with the VHS kind of theming, SuperWill says, I decided to do that VHS bit again. So this is in reference to the very last draw along where he was experimenting with VHS like filters and the overall vibe of it. But this time, they say, I use Amanda the Adventurer. Gotta say, I'm quite surprised of how this turned out. The tricky part was drawing the VHS set and Amanda's normal and monster look jumping out of it. So that would be this in the background. The expression I gave Superwill just seemed fitting for the whole girl monster bit. Yeah, I think this is really neat. I love the character design here. The poses are super cool. Your style is so fun and like just super, super energetic and really dynamic. So yeah, I love the pose here of her and then the design of her like monster form. It's so cool. The multiple eyes, she keeps the hair. I think this is so cool. I don't know how to describe your style, but it's like, it's got nostalgia to it, and it's super dynamic as a result. I just think this is super neat. I love the effects on the outside too. And then Superwill, his pose is fantastic. The hand that reaches toward us, the sweat drops, the open mouth. He is absolutely terrified, and I'm here for it. You're cooking, man. This is great. So yeah, that's the very first piece. Close-up shade? Close-up shade? Question mark? What do you mean by that, Loair? Elaborate. But yeah, this is super, super neat. Well done. So let's see your second piece. The second piece is has these notes here. It says, okay, out of all the drawings I've done, this one took the cake. I've never drawn Boxy Boo, this one maybe, before, and that was challenging with the springs and the square parts, but I managed. Adding, Dark or Nega Will was a nice touch. Oh, like Nega Eggman, right? That's cool. Was a nice touch considering I haven't drawn him in a while, and him fighting Mommy Longlegs, that's hilarious, was fitting. I'm not familiar with any of these characters, but I really think that this is a super, super cool overall composition. Like, it feels really circular. Every character's interacting with another one. So I'm gonna guess this is references to Poppy Playtime? Question mark? I think this is great. Love this character's just pose. We're able to see the bottom of the foot. I think that's super cool. Scourge's jacket, that's great. This is really neat. I also love how the arm like curls around and all these little bits and pieces are interacting. This is really complicated, and like super well done. Get it? Super well done. All right, I liked it. But yeah, super well. Thank you so much for sharing. This is super cool. Yeah, the backgrounds are cool too. It feels like it's actually inked. That's really nice. All right, so next one is actually a story. They had asked about like what they could submit. They're a writer, and I said, you know what, writing is art for sure. Go ahead and send it. You know. So if you guys want to read the whole story, the whole chapter, it's there in Discord. You can't read, don't worry, I read for you. So this chapter is about two characters that are interacting with each other, and basically they are brother sister. One is kind of blackmailing the other one, and so they have really cool interactions. So I wanted to highlight some of the parts of this chapter, and so you guys can go check it out if you want to. So Midnight is the top general, and Cedar is their brother, question mark, I believe. Yeah. And so Cedar and Midnight are talking. Midnight's kind of a jerk. They are not a nice character, but they have really cool like sibling rivalry. So right here there's a character that possibly disappeared or died, and was she a friend of yours? Midnight asked, her face curled into a grin. I love it because was she a friend of yours, when I first read it, was like, oh, they're being maybe kind of sincere, like, oh, were they a friend of yours? And then her face curled into a grin. Oh man, I love it. There's just like, there's nastiness. I just think that it's great. Is it too late to send some art? Yes. I'm so sorry. I hate being blunt. But yes, it is too late to send art for this. But next time, that's all right. Next time, I will, ping the server and you can enter in. But yeah. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I really like just this interaction here. This feels really like there's a sibling rivalry. The second part is they're snarky to each other here, even though, of course, someone died. Cedar's trying to prove a point that Midnight is a puppet of like her dad's, and but now he's also like getting his digs in, and it feels petty. There's lives on the line, but instead of just being straight and to the point, I just love, seems like you're finally making decisions for yourself, or am I wrong? Like, just, oh man, digging the claws in. I just love the pettiness of it. I think it's really great. It shows that there's like history between these two characters, and you don't hold the hand of the reader. So Midnight is somebody who's really full of herself. She's maybe even a narcissist, but you don't just tell the audience that. You do say that she has she's faced a wall with an enormous portrait of herself. I love that. I think that's great. It tells you about what kind of person we're dealing with, what kind of environment we're in, and I think that's really, really cool. And then lastly, a couple more bits, because I thought this was just really fun to read. This is super sassy. I love the detail that she has, like a little pouty face here. Should you refuse my gift then? And then she makes a pouty face. It's deliciously cruel. She's just such a mean, nasty character. I think it's great. And then, so at the very end of this, Cedar goes back to his flower shop. It's an herbs and botany shop. And so he goes to unlock the door, but it's already open. Oh man, that's a bad feeling. I love that he tenses up and he prepares for the worst. So yeah, this was a really strong chapter 1. You could write a whole book super, super easy on this. Great characters, great interactions. I think that you managed to do conversation in a way that's not boring. And I think that that's really impressive. So nicely done. Sorry for the super long one. This is great. But yeah, this is super fun to read. I'm looking forward to reading more from you. So yeah, thank you so much. The next piece is by Bumblebina. Bina says, a new outfit design for Bina. I'm a pretty big fan of wrestling, so it made sense to create a Wrestler Bee version. I love this. This is so cool. I love all the little sparkles, all the little details, the head tilted back with the hair flowing forward. This is so much energy and power and confidence. And you have all of her hands or arms, all doing different stuff. I didn't know she has a tat. That's sick. That's super, super cool. I love the outfit and just all the details, like all the little shiny bits on the boots. This feels so perfect. I just love it. How would I be able to whisper you and join the server? Joining the server is... Here you go. Oh. Weird. Huh. Thanks a lot, Twitch. That's awesome. Alright. So, if you want to join Discord, I guess I'll, yeah, so I guess Twitch removed some things. Hold on. Let me fix that right now, actually. That's kind of annoying. Hold on. I'm gonna fix that right this second, because that's just Discord, please. Or, sorry, Twitch, please. There we go. There's the link to the Discord. If you're not able to see the previous whispers, no worries. I'll contact you through various other ways and tell you about my thoughts. I really liked your work. I thought it was awesome. Funky PNG? Aw, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I think it's a pretty good PNG. I think it's super cute. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for the compliments. I just need the re-whisper. All right. I mean, I'll chat with you regardless. So send me a message on Discord. I mean, if you want to. But yeah, back to Bina's work. I think that just the details for all these little bits are just fantastic. I love the little pinch in here from the thigh to the boot. This feels like a comfortable fit. Just your character has so much fun shape and all these really lovely details. I think this is such a lovely, lovely picture. It looks like your model is rapping. Dog, I ain't rapping. I can't sing. Yeah, this is awesome. Great just outfit design. I'm excited. I would like to draw this. The second image is art of my new OC, Bina says, that I got in a character design art trade. I really like her. She doesn't have a name yet though. I saw a couple people with names. I don't know. I think something that isn't your typical name would be good. So maybe not, since she is a moth, right? Maybe not something that starts with the letter M. You don't need alliteration all the time. For some reason, I thought of like Euphoria, but I don't know, maybe that sounds a little bit like a disease. Oh no, I've got the Euphoria. Like, maybe not that. But yeah, I think this is just really pretty. I love the speckles of the cheeks. I love how expressive this is. Like, this could just be an emoji in on itself. Same with this. Perfect emoji. I think this is just super, super fun. You should just name her Pink Moth. That's really funny. Oh, she's got little sparkles on the tips of her elbows too. Aw, I really like that. Yeah, this is beautiful. Your line art's great. Your coloring is great. Everything is so clear. I'm so excited to see more art from you. Thank you so much for sharing. The next piece is by MikeMurdock, the one and only resident MikeMurdock. So this is a character, I'm going to say their name wrong probably, Monifa? Monifa? This is a revamped design, and I love how you did the highlights in the hair. You're like really cooking here. I think that the angle of the head is great. We see this eye that's just barely in the light here. The expression is great. They're super like serious. Great pose, great expression. I love the shape of the head and all the little details. And this is something that you do really well, MikeMurdock, is like technology and 3D asset design. I love the detail you put into this helmet and on the hands and all the little robotic, I know it's not robotic parts, it's like armor, but like all the little robotic parts. I think it's super cool. And you did shading on all of that, which is so hard to do. So yeah, this is really beautiful. Another character I want to draw. Like super nice. I'm close? All right. Tell me, how close am I? I'm assuming I'm wildly close. I do want to just try everyone's OCs. It's my brain rot. It's what I was put on this earth to do, is draw your characters. But yeah, I really like this character. They're beautiful. Well done. The next piece is by Horseweave. Armor, yes? Alright, nice. I got it. Sick. So this piece is by Horseweave. I think I'd mentioned this before, but I'm going to reiterate. The colors are super warm, and this pose is crazy. So I don't know if you've ever drawn two characters interacting like this, but it's actually so hard. I love the warm like expressions, and like you can tell that he actually cares about her, and it's just so lovingly cute and just really great. So speaking of the pose that's super complicated, getting the hand and the arm to actually be like the right length to also hold another character underneath them, that's so hard to do. And you did it so easily. This looks great. I also love the super thick liner around the outside. I don't know if you can quite tell, but there's like a really realistic texture, almost like that you did this with real marker. Like, really nicely done. This is super warm and really friendly. Is this real marker, Horseweave? Did you do your outlines in reality? Because that's what it looks like. Yeah, this is awesome. Nicely done. Love the colors, love the pose. These two characters are great. It's not real? Whoa! I gotta ask you for your pen that you used, because this is beautiful. I've been looking for something like this forever. I'm off to enjoy a gaming sesh. I'll see you later, Vesper. Thanks for being here. I want that brush. Give that brush to me. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing. This was great. The next piece is by RoeiRiderz. I love your work. Is by RoeiRiderz, Goat Lady RoeiRiderz. I'm super excited about this one. RoeiRiderz says, I just finished this outfit design today, so yesterday. Kai shaking us down for our pens. I'll do it again. Look at the level of freaking detail in this. All of the frills, all of the little tiny etchings, and all of the, like, you have frills here, and they're different types, and they're different sizes, and here and here. This is all hand drawn. RoeiRiderz, what the heck? I will see you later, Nate Dog. Thanks for being here. Yeah, this character comes with boss battle music for sure. The third, I'm assuming, eye here is great. I love the teeth and the horn that curls around. This one up here is busted. Like, golly. This is so cool. And then we go down here to the very tip of this dagger. I don't know if it's a dagger. Is it too big to be a dagger? I don't know. This is so cool. I love how dynamic the arm that comes down is, and just, oh man, this is a terrifying looking blade. That's horrible. I would not want to get stabbed by that. What if you got stabbed by this and then you feel the eyes blinking? Ugh. Sorry, that's the worst. This is really cool. Really, really beautiful. And I wanted to comment, drawing hooves is really hard. I think that it's really hard anyway. And the angles that you're able to achieve here with the feet are fantastic. Just all of the detail is so lovingly put together. I think, like, god damn, this is so good. So yeah, badass. Just literally so cool. Rigus, I love your work. Your characters are so neat. Well done. The flow, the pose, just everything is, it's like a good meal. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing. This is great. The next piece is by sheepishgadget. Their note is, yay, draw along is returning. I really like the zoom in of this one, so the light effects are so cool. This feels like a holographic card. The pose is sick. The light that cuts in over here, I know you guys can't see it, but it like cuts in over the outline of the card itself. It's really cool. The eyes are very, I don't know how to explain it. It's like an intense hypnotoad. It's so cool. Just so much energy. The way the light bleeds into the hair along the side here too is great. This is like, I don't even know how I would do this. It's so cool. I love the little nameplate here, and I love that it is literally a card with the colors that come in. Sheep, streamer, artist, gamer, wannabe voice actor. Wannabe. I bet you're awesome. Cursed with the inability to stay dead. Yo, same. Also has middling magical abilities. Attack 2000, defense 1000. This is so cool. I love all of the little details. This feels like a real actual card. Dead Bros Unite. Dead Bros Unite. Really, really nicely done. Love the colors. Love the pose. Everything here is really cool. I would want to see a series of characters done in this exact way by you. I think that'd be really fun. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing. This is great. The next one is by Makarosc. This first image, Makarosc says, is Scorch's son Magnar, Papa Poison, Fud Tormentblut, Food or Men Blood, oh my goodness, and Has-Been Hotel's Odette Carmine. Really, really great character designs. I think just the overall scene here is really cool. I like the composition a lot. This character, so nice. I love the glasses, the rose-tinted glasses. The pose is great. I am going to dock you points though. You gotta draw some hands. I can't, these hands over here that we'll see, these hands are beautiful. So I want to see that same love that you gave this character over here to this character here. There's got to be a way. But yeah, I also remembered you were talking with me about, I guess that'll be for the next one, but like shading and textures and just all of the detail here that you were able to put in. Like there's a little bit of gradient here and all of the details here on the beak mouth part. Really cool. Love the cuts and the sewing and the everything. Love this character design. I would love to draw them. This is so cool. The name means born of the blood of the dragon. Ooh. That sounds badass. I can see it. That makes sense. Your second piece has really good textures in it. So like you can tell that this is a shiny texture. This is fluffy here. You have much smoother wings here and a little bit of scales here. This is awesome. So this second image is High King Turan maybe, and his wife, Sharix. Sharix Alessif Dagmarian, Oh my goodness, what a name. I love the textures here. As I mentioned before, you have like the individual scales. Oh, Torun. Ah, I was close. I almost got it. But yeah, I love the details of the scales here. You can see the individual, like, little, I don't know, I guess literally individual scales around the eyes, the eyebrows, the under of the chin. This is really cool. And I love this expression of the other one. They seem absolutely just intrigued and kind of pissed at this one. They're really cool. These two are hilarious together. I like it. Nicely done again on the textures here. Your little shine marks here do a lot. Really, really nicely done. I think out of the two pieces, this one's my favorite. I like the little details. I like the character posing. This is all really strong. Nicely done. So, before we get into this, we're going to take one more ad break. We're actually almost done. There's only a couple more pieces. So, let's take a break. Let's play ads. That way you guys can actually see the rest of this. And for those of you who don't have ads, we can chat for a little bit. So I will see you guys in 3 minutes. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go brush your teeth. Alright, friends. I'm excited. We're actually pretty close to being on time for this. This is not bad. So, how's your guys' days so far? And what are the plans that you have for the rest of today? You know, if you have any. Oh man, I'm excited to talk about these pieces. Your plans? Oh yeah. You're just gonna sleep? That's fair. You also plan to sleep? Yeah, that makes sense. You guys are pretty far away from me. So it makes sense that you guys are gonna take a little bit of a nap. Big nap. Sleep sounds nice, it does. How you doing today, Tuki, by the way? I'm usually tired on Fridays. Yeah, I agree. Fridays feel like warm and sleepy. Baby Tuki is a runner? Hell yeah. Baby Tuki. Aw. If I may ask, how old is your little one, Tuki? I don't want to dox your baby Tuki, but you know. Sorix, you're also just chillin'? Sounds good. We gotta play Repo. Do you guys want to play Repo? 13 months? Aww. That's so cute. So little. Yes, yes. Alright, so Sorix, Infernal Fox. After stream, you guys wanna play some Repo? I know you said you wanted to sleep. I have a hankering to play. Let's play some. Hell yeah. I'm gonna drop everything. It's gonna be great. Horseweave says, current job is making me more anxious than usual. So I'm trying to de-stress bad. Current job? Are you still, hold on, let me remember. Are you still Amazon? Is that right? Your ad is done? Nice. Man, I hope you're able to get a less stressful job in your future. Horseweave, you deserve so much just love and respect in your life, and I hope that your job is able to give that to you. Alright, welcome back from the ad, friends. My 7 ads are still going. What? That's crazy. Does anyone know why some people don't have ads? A lot of people who are subscribed or have gift subscriptions or whatever, they do not get ads. but I don't know why sometimes they're longer or shorter for some people. Like a Luridug is still going. That's crazy. It's supposed to only be 3 minutes. That seems wrong. Amazon dropped a bomb that my current schedule was a temp and that I have to go back to my old one. They waited 4 years to tell us and forgot. That sucks. Weird, I don't have any, but I won't complain. Let me see. Are you subscribed? Huh, you're not. How do you not have ads? I mean, whatever you got going on is good. I don't want you guys to have ads. Like, just ever. So, keep it up. Keep it up, you brilliant person. Alright. This next piece here is by Infernal Fox. Infernal Fox says, this first one was a server theme in Auntie Moira's server. I love Becky, she's awesome. This is called November Knockout, so we had to draw our OCs in an outfit with a theme based off on the springs, bumpers, and checkpoints from the Sonic games. So Lady Nathan, over on the right here, her chest are the bumpers from Sonic 3. That's hilarious. So yeah, let's have a look. I've always really appreciated how absolutely just smooth and clean your line art is. It's super dynamic. You're able to include all of these super crazy details, and yet your line art is like perfect. It's so nice. I would love to color in your work. Like, it would just be such a treat. I really also like, this is something that I haven't seen too much in your work, especially, you know, before this point, is you have these lovely shines like this, and it really gives like actual three-dimensionality to these shapes that you have. I really like it. I think it's super cool. Well done. The bumper on the hair is inspired by the Christmas ornament. I recognize that. I'm so glad that you... I'm so glad you liked it. It's really funny. But it looks cool. I like it. And then let's see. Lady Nathan, I love the pose. The like slightly curled over chest here with the pelvis that comes out forward. It's super dynamic with the hand out too. This is great. Love the angle of the head, love the addition of the bumper. And yeah, this like feels genuinely really shiny and like squidgy is not the right word, but smooth. Really, really cool. Great shading, love the lighting, especially right here on the thighs. That's like really, really nicely done. Slightly blurred, super, super pretty. This is awesome. I am squiggly. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're squidgy, I don't know. But this art is beautiful. Well done. I'm excited to talk about this second piece though. The second one, Infernal Fox says, was a commission. They wanted their character, Fire Kingston, and my character, so this is Kingston, Fire Kingston, and my character, Super Lady Nathan, having a spar in a starry night. I tried to give my character fire wings, not sure if I did it right. I think they look amazing. Usually when it comes to fire wings, I see them drawn in like a different way. This actually feels like a phoenix, which I think absolutely works with what you're going for. Like, this is really nice. So just to zoom out, because this is quite a complicated piece, I think this is really cool. The fire effects are super neat. I love the stars in the background. The hair details also is something that you've always been like super good at. I love how you do the little tiny smudges of fur here and the highlights here. But yeah, like these wings, I don't think you could do them wrong. So don't be like, I'm not sure if I did them right. I think this looks badass. And the fact that it looks badass means you did it right. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Really cool. This feels like Sonic 3 kind of, when they like shake their hand or shake hands kind of. This is awesome. This feels like a fun rivalry spar. And I think that's exactly what you're going for. Well done. I hope they liked it too. I hope they liked it as much as I do. This is awesome. The next artist is, oh, there's so many notes on this one, is Biss. I love Biss's work. Biss says, "Hi everyone, I would like to share a magical girl project I have been developing called Shield of Eden, which is a character-driven universe that fuses biblical and Quranic symbolism into a story about redemption. So these magical girls here are known as the Sancta, and they're each themed after one of the 5 books of Moses. They confront and redeem corrupted spiritual figures. So that's pretty cool. I actually really like that. You don't often see religious stuff and more of like modern pop stuff come together, so I think this is pretty neat. So this is Exodus, which is righteous fire and escape. Genesis, the hopeful heart. Wait, no. Hold on. This is Deuteronomy, there. Deuteronomy, the voice of remembrance. This is Exodus, righteous fire and escape. Genesis in the middle, the hopeful heart of beginnings. Numbers, calculating spirit of order. I really like her design. And Leviticus, the law wrapped in mystery. So out of all of these designs, I think this one in the middle, who is Genesis, is probably my favorite. You know, I'm not biased about the apple or anything, but the colors are great. They feel really like friendly, and they do feel like the start of something really beautiful. Nice line work. Also, your details, like, I love all the little highlights on the hair, This is really, really cool. I think this is fantastic. Biss, you always cook with like really complicated poses and pieces like this, and I think you cooked again. Like, this is really cool. Great concept, great character designs. I'm glad to see you cooking up something new. So I'm excited to see where you take these characters. The second piece that you have is one of 3 central villains. Isa is a dark, corrupted reinterpretation of Jesus. I think that's really cool, like conceptually. His design blends Catholic and apocalyptic iconography with also Quranic calligraphy. So there's, for example, I think this is like a pen or a quill shape as well. I like the brambles around the head, also like Halo-esque, right? This is really, really neat. So this character uses the ink, the vial of ink to summon monsters. This is really, really neat. Love the designs, love the details. I think just overall, this is actually a really strong character design. I love also that this red bit here actually forms a cross in the character's midsection. I think that is really cool, and like I actually don't think I've really seen that anywhere. So this is touching on some stuff that's like really unique and super strong character design. Nice work. The next piece is by a Lurie Duke. This is Ballerina Felicia. They are saying that this is their masterpiece of artwork. So this is Felicia from Darkstalkers. She is just being an absolute badass on the stage. She's wearing a cute tutu, and she is performing for various audience members, which is other Capcom game characters, which I think is really neat. There's so much work put into this, but I wanted to focus on this. Your line art is really complicated in like a super positive way. Great pose. I love that you're able to also get like a little bit of the musculature in there. Also like along the legs here at the bottom. This is both a scary character and a really like super feminine character. And the fact that you're able to mix those two aspects together feels like something that this is actually something she would do. I love that the hair flows. Hair? Maybe it's also ribbon. I don't know. It feels like hair and ribbon, so I'm gonna say it's both. That flows off to the side helps to give more movement to this piece. I really like it. Yeah, the skirt looks great too. These sorts of folds are so hard to draw, so I think you did a great job. This second piece is along the same vein. This is for Animanimals. This is based on the story of the wolf. which is animals in funny random scenarios. I based it on the Animanimals, it's really hard to say, episode on the wolf who secretly likes to do ballet in private, until a nosy goose sees this and makes fun of him. Then it's revealed that the goose has to wear floaties because she can't swim. That's hilarious. This is great storytelling. I like the moon at the top. I love that they are, unfortunately they are alone, but it looks like they are having a really good time. This is like when you're alone and you dance anyway. This is loving what you do and being like who you are. This is super positive. I really like it. Again, great job on the folds, great job on the pose. I like the overall just stylization of the whole piece. This is really cute. Well done. Thank you so much for sharing. This is the last piece that we have for today, outside some of the stuff that I want to show, which will be later. But this is the last piece done by you guys, which is by S15Fox. So their note says, instructions unclear. Draw along, more like drawing a long aster, just this character here, I'll zoom in and show you, extending a cup of hot cocoa to a friend she hadn't seen in a long time. My, as in me, as in the streamer, own Kai the Fox, which is right here, whom it wouldn't be a stretch to call Aster's found family. This was intended to be a drawing for Mother's Day I've planned to make for a long time at this point, but I've still managed to miss it by a long shot since I had no idea what exactly to draw, which is fair. So I wanted to show how absolutely fun and cute this piece is. This is like one of my favorite pieces that I've seen in a long time. So we're going to start at the bottom. This character can stretch. And so we start with the world's funniest sign for like a little cafe. So there's the open sign, there's the Among Us cafe sign, the little standee, and then we have the character's bottom half. We have a little teller here as they look up, and of course you have to stop along the way to pet the chow, right? I love this. I love the little hand that extends because it's just like, you know when you see like a cat on the street, you're just like, oh, I gotta pet the cat. This has the same vibe as that, and I think it's really charming. It speaks a lot to your character. And then we go all the way to the top where Aster and Kai are chilling. My character Kai, so her shtick is that she is a guardian of the Green Chaos Emerald. She's not really understanding much about life, but she does understand that cocoa is delicious. I love that. I love this interaction between the two of them. They are obviously really good friends. This is super cute. Everything about this piece is so fun and creative and has good vibes. Like, I love this. I love how long this is. So yeah, we reach up from the bottom of the cafe and cocoa with the little with the this person here who's looking up. We stopped for the chow pet, and then we're all the way up here. I just think it's so creative and really just lovely. I know you said that you've been drawing sketches and that you consider this finished. I do too. I think this is just such a good idea, and just, I don't know, everything about this is great. What a lovely treat. Genuinely, thank you so much, S15Fox. This means a lot to me. Thank you. I love it. So yeah, that is all the stuff that you guys wanted to show me, and now I wanted to show off some of the stuff that I was really proud of from. Thank you.
I'm tired, boss.
I'm tired, boss, too. Thank you so much. Also, by the way, something to note before I finish off with showing off my work, any of the subs and donations and whatnot that I'm taking today and this weekend are going to Akuji Anamara. They need a plane ticket home, so I'm gonna help, and hopefully you guys can also help as well. So any and all donations, like that one.
I'm awake, boss.
Oh my goodness, what the heck? Infernal Fox, you stinky! Thank you so much. Okay, well, that I was gonna say anything over like for every $100 is going to extend my stream for this weekend. So yeah, that just extended my stream. Nice Amy, idiot. That just extended my stuff for 3 hours. So holy moly, thank you guys so much. Infernal Fox, thank you. For real, thank you so much. So yeah, any and all donations are gonna go straight to Akuji Anamara to help them get a plane ride home because they are currently stranded in another state due to a bad situation. So we're gonna help. So yeah, any subs, donations, etc. is gonna go straight to them. Infernal Fox, thank you, for real. I'm gonna write you a big ol' thank you letter. That was very shocking. Thank you. Holy moly, man. Really crazy nice. Thank you. Alright. Let's talk about my stinky art. So I have 2 pieces I wanted to show off. I wanted to show off some of my most recent work, because I never actually get to show you guys personally the artwork that I make. This was an underwater piece done for Nate within our server, and their character Oceana. I don't know. I really wanted to work on my lighting and overall just environmental stuff because I never get to do like actual like big old backgrounds. So yeah, I really like this one. In particular, the lighting along, like, I would call the rim lighting. I wanted the lighting to be a part of the physical aspect of the character. So like all of this, right, as it like hatches down into the character. I also, part of the commission was to have this character looking at a very strange and out of place character, or out of place
Your art
flower.
smells like blueberries and cinnamon. You
Thank
already
you.
Fowler.
Thank you. I would like my art to smell like cinnamon. If I ever send art in reality, which I might be cooking up something regarding that, by the way. I would like my art to smell like a bakery, so cinnamon definitely goes along with that. But yeah, I put in a lot of detail into this flower because I wanted the flower to be weird and out of place and strange, but also like just not alien and weird, you know? So yeah, that was this piece. I really liked it. I'm really happy with this piece over here. Out of all of this, I'm really happy with, but I like these little tube plants that I did over here. I really like that. So that was my first piece. My second piece is this one. They have 3D animated assets, which is really crazy. So I modeled and animated all of these little pieces. This is an adopt that now belongs to eBeta 2, I believe. So yeah, assets rotate 3D big time. So yeah, I really like this one. I thought the details in like the hair, for example, were really nice. I like that I was able to get a little bit of that coffee, I don't know, sleeve texture in there. I really like that. I wanted to get more character or more color into the character because they're just black and white, right? So all of like their design and whatnot is just adding and pumping more and more color into that character. So including even the coloring of just the hair has pinks and blues and yellows. Like it's got everything. So yeah, I was really happy with this one, and it was a different type of reference sheet that I normally do as well. So I was really jazzed about it, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, and like the end of every good PowerPoint, there's a thank you slide. We did it! All of the draw along! Yay! I'm not even that far off on time. I practiced, I timed. I put together this whole thing. I feel very proud. So thank you. Thank you all for real, for being here, for listening to me ramble about all these just lovely, lovely pieces of artwork. This was Draw Along. The first draw along of the year, and not the last. Thank you all for being here. Let's go raid somebody. Let's go find somebody to raid. Let's see. Let's go raid. Oh, Bia Busana. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's go make their day better. I love Bia's work, and I know you guys do too. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Make sure you rest and have a good rest of your day. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you guys later. Eat well, sleep well. I'll see you tomorrow for more drawing and doodling. Bye bye. Have a good, lovely evening. Bye bye. Bye bye. Ah, yeah, that went good. Yay! Gremlins.